It's wonderful to give you an update on Local Online, a global strategy, LOGS. It started with the pandemic and the lockdowns. All the Bible colleges had to close. The only option was to go online. In those days, it wasn't straightforward, so local leaders and several other organisations stepped in to help with the basics, just some laptops or help with internet costs. But of course, this would lead to a new learning environment, and this was where LOGS has come in. We're now working with over 250 Bible colleges across the majority world to help them do online education well. On the IT side, we're providing anything from more laptops to recording studios to smart classrooms and all the gear that's needed to make that work well.
Both our faculty and students are enjoying this equipment as we seek to enhance our online capabilities.
Students can be on site, and at the same time, international students who cannot come to ATS can actually access also our courses.
So we had 30 students here in the class and we had other 40 students there on the Zoom.
Last quarter of 2022, we only have one operational hybrid room, but right now, praise God, we are able to set up 5 fully operational hybrid rooms.
With log project, we could accelerate the digitization of some material that we had.
Colleges and seminaries saw the opportunities that were created through the use of digital technology.
Of course, it's not enough to just put all this gear into a college and hope for the best. LOGS has also provided training opportunities to over 800 faculty around the world. Many of these are what we call champions, who then go back and train all the faculty of their college. Take, for example, in Latin America, where 15 champions have been trained, and then have trained 87 faculty members in 15 different countries.
There is not professional development for the teachers to allow each seminary to develop a training plan for them and establish the culture of professional development to impact leaders, churches, students, and the kingdom of God. This is why we consider the LOGS project is highly valuable.
The goal has been to improve the learning experience of the students. That's about quality. And to greatly increase the number of students. That's about quantity. It's been a thrill for us to see the number of students across the system greatly increase. We've helped our partner colleges to increase their student body by a combined 10,000 students in 2.5 years. It's like opening 50 new Bible colleges without one brick. We're building on the strength of what our partners are already doing. And as we strengthen them, they're making a greater impact in their region and around the world. More students mean more churches built up. More and better churches mean blessing for each society as Christ is honoured by more and more people.
In Ethiopia, we have more than 60,000 local churches. Only 10% of the pastors have theological education, and one of the reasons is because of access and affordability. So we are very grateful for LOGS to partner with us so that we can make theological education affordable and accessible to many Ethiopians through online education.
We are about to begin a master's degree in Arabic. And this facility will allow us to receive students who are outside the country.
As a coordinator and director for the Local Online, a global strategy project, I'm really pleased to see the way colleges are continuing to participate in online education.
The LOG strategy rests on existing relationships and on many organisations. We've partnered with several other key global organisations such as ISET, which is the peak body of accreditation agencies, and our USA affiliate, Overseas Council, and others. We've also contracted about 20 different educational experts on top of our own staff, people such as Ashish Crispal, Josue Fernandez, and Joanna Soberano. All these people have ensured that the voice of the local experts is heard before we invest even, say, $1,000. Now, in a project which will run to over $7 million and stretch for over 5 years, that is a big commitment to making sure each project works as it should, so we don't waste anyone's money or any of our colleges' efforts. It's been a joy to see how much has been achieved. We've been so pleased to have all the support, including from donors, mostly from Australia, but also Canada and New Zealand, the UK and the USA. So thanks to those who've given and prayed and rejoiced with us in what God has accomplished.
I always thought initially that online teaching was merely about migrating or transporting whatever face-to-face content you have into an online platform. But I've learned that it's just so much more than that. First, now I keep thinking about the ending. And the ending that I keep going back to is what kind of seminary graduate do we want to produce in our seminary? How has your experience been?
Yeah, my experience has only been online since recently. I
Yep.
want to help different departments to be able to improve it after I'm able to master it and finish whatever that we need to do in our department.
I'm a wife, and most of the household work is done by me. And at the same time, I'm a student. Online learning has been a very beneficial and helpful to me. I can learn whenever and wherever.
When the pandemic happened and we weren't able to hold classes face-to-face, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to start my studies with warm bodies. I tried the online system, and it wasn't until I tried it that I began to appreciate its value.
We're halfway through the strategy and we've lifted most of our KPIs to reflect how well it's going. Keep praying and contributing so that throughout the majority world the cause of Christ expands and his name is glorified.